What's up, YouTube? This your boy AYT. There goes one of the week updates of my Fabled deck again. And this one's really late because normally I do it early in the morning. Well, technically it's still early in the morning, but not early Saturday morning. It's like 2:51 East Coast, basically almost 3 a.m. on the East Coast. I'm up doing this video because I just woke up not too long ago. I'm bored. Just was on the computer surfing the web. I went to locals today because college football just really wasn't that great today. But basically, I made some sort of wholesale changes. Not too big, not too small. At locals today, this deck really showed what it can do when working on full cylinders. Unfortunately, if it's facing against a deck that can slow it down too much, has a problem. I went 2-2, 1-2 with a bye. I lost to the Watt deck again, but of course it went 3 duels as always. And I lost to an Exodia deck, which really had me outmatched because I couldn't really attack, and it kept drawing cards because it was appropriate style, and just got to me because he had instruction through the last piece. I was about to, if he didn't draw the last piece, I was gonna win. Anyway, I made some changes: side deck, main deck, extra deck. I'll start with the main deck again. Scores 3 the tricky, the heartbeat of the deck to an extent. 3 Fabled Grimrow, staple for most Fabled decks, so you can search out for your favorite monsters. Something I tried out this week that worked out really well: 3 Fabled Galleys. Normally 1 or 2 would be seen better, but I decided to run 3 since my main problem was getting the Fabled monster on the field so I could use Grimrow. I would get Grimrow often, but no Fabled monster to come on the field, and then use Grimrow to search with. So I tried this at 3, and getting it often was a big plus because my opponents mostly have weak defense point monsters. Most decks have nothing but weak defense point monsters, so he's like extremely good against most decks. And that 3 just had a whole different dimension. Gave me more time. Instead of just relying on 1 and it dies, I don't have anything else to destroy monsters. I got that. 3 Fabled Kashano, like I've said in other videos, the point of the deck is to abuse him and synchro with him. 3 Fabled Luri. 2 Honest. Yes, I'm still at 2 Honest. Honest actually worked better today than it's ever worked for me ever. Not saying it's still gonna be there when the other Fabled cards come out, but right now, for the way the deck is made right now, Honest actually isn't bad, even though I still hate its guts, but it helped out for the first time ever. 1 card Trooper to help speed up high average plays, mill, put Kashano in my deck, graveyard so I can bring it back to my hand. Dark Resonator, I put that in recently. Needed more. I want another level 3 to another Fiend tutor since I don't really plan on getting Ravens because I really don't need them at this point. I'm using Dark Resonator and it's very helpful. 2 Stygian Security still does what it usually does. I side it out every now and then depending on the matchup. 2 Lightwave Tuning. This card is very underrated and it's been around for like a year or so, year or 2, probably longer than that. And really, once I up to 3 Galabas, this really came in handy because one thing I think the common misperception that says until the end phase, it doesn't say that. Once you select the monster, it's a tuner period while I was face up on the field. So Galladus plus him equals a tuner on the field, which I can then sync with Grimmerole or Lurie or any non-tuner monster I have in this deck that can be synced with something with. It was very helpful. Now Staple, Monster Reborn, and Dark Hole. 2 Pyavras. I tried 3 Pyavras for a little while, but it became very apparent at 3. No. 3, no. Giant Trunade and 2 Mystical Space Stuff. Alright, another change. I went from 3 to 2 Phoenix Wing Moonblast. Great change of base card. Finally got some Raigeki breaks. I put 2 in. Two Magic Center. 2 Trap Stun. Solemn Judgment. And Torrential Tribute. Alright, as far as my extra deck changed a tad bit. I run Mistworm, Red Dragon Archfiend, nice alternate one, don't you think? Looks cool. You know, Red Dragon Archfiend. 2 Fabled Valkyries. Scarred Fiend, draw a card, you know, get him on the field, need a Fable tuner. Hence why Kashano the tricky boom. 2 Stars Dragons. I finally got a second one like last week, and I'm really glad to have 2 now. Chaos King Archfiend, usual stuff. Black Rose Dragon. Now I went up to a second Ancient Sacred Wyvern since he's so good and it's easy for one to die, because once he hits the field and your life points are high, your opponent concentrates on trying to get rid of it. So having multiples is a bad idea. I run Goyo, Broniac, Stygian Sergeants, Allied Justice Catastor, and Armorion. For the side deck that I used today, that it came in handy. Now it changed. Now I use what some cards are out because I recently took Starlight Road and the Transmigration Prophecy out of the main deck, but they are two really good cards, especially this format. Especially since Black Wings are on the rise, Dark Hole, Black Rose Dragon, stuff like that. Starlight Road needed, and the Transmigration Prophecy really helped out in the duel. Because the zombie deck tried to Book of Life, and I was able to get rid of its targets, so he didn't get advantage of it. But anyway, this is what I have now. After the turn, I made some trades and changed up some stuff out of my main deck. 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, 1 Sire Dragon. As soon as I get a second Sire Dragon, I might put it in here. 2 Consecrated Light. Works wonders, mind you. Especially against Black Wings can play around it, but hence why I like Starlight Road and stuff like that. And it's not bad. 1 for 1, get him out fast, and if for somehow I run it and Stygian Street Security, it's pretty cool. 2 Divine Wraths. It was 3, but I went down to 2 after I did a trade to get some others, a Chivalry. I might go back to 3, but I don't know. 1 Chivalry. I'm gonna try and get at least 1 more for Glad Feast. Starlight Road. At some point, I'm gonna try and put it back in the main deck. Just right now, I don't have the room for it. Transmigration Prophecy is gonna go back to the side deck card. Not bad. Swallow Flip. I went down to 1 Swallow Flip. 2 Master Strix for Monarchs and such. and 2 Iron Imperial Wall. It was so fun. I actually drew it for once and attacked. The opponent played D-Prison. I changed. It was freaking awesome. Anyway, that's my Fabled deck again. Leave a comment, subscribe. I'm AYT and hunGRYniNJAZ, and this is my Fabled deck again. I really hope this thing continues to be good, and so since it's really early in the morning, I'm about the sleep is finally hitting me. That's it. I'm out. I'll put another video up later on today, just to talk about random shit. Anyway, I'm out. Peace.